Yeah. Welcome everyone. Hello. This is Omar. Yeah, make you feel good, man. Rock and roll. Hello, everyone. This is Omar. Another day, another show, another talk. We're trying to get better by now. 2 years into this game, and we haven't made no money yet, but it's okay because we have a message that we want to give. Our podcast. We strive, to promote liberal ideas and critical think and or critical not critical race and critical thinking about the impact of extreme right ideas ideologies in our society. Those people who are the told you that the world is coming to an end because something or whatever or somebody wears shorts in the street. We believe that it is how important to engage in open honest discussion about these issues. So I had decided to hire a spokesman to tell you what this podcast is all about. Go ahead, honey.
Our podcast is a platform that amplifies liberal perspectives and challenges the harmful ideologies of the extreme right wing. As a leading voice in this space, we aim to provide insightful and thought provoking content that inspires change and encourages critical thinking. At the heart of our mission is the belief that everyone has the right to express their opinions and ideas freely and
Yep,
without fear of persecution or discrimination.
that's right.
We believe that a diverse and inclusive society is one where people can live, work, and thrive together, regardless of their race, religion, gender, or political.
All right, that's it. Enough of that. It sounds so corny. All right, everybody, this is Omar. Yesterday was the Super Bowl. We saw the best game. I'm a football freak. I love football. I used to like baseball, but that when I was young, really young, and I had to waste like 3, 4 hours watching guys spit on the mound and all that stuff. But football is an exciting game. I mean, it's like a game of attrition. It's like a war, of ideas and how to move and movement, and every down counts and everything. And you're running around against the time, not endless time like baseball. So yesterday there was a Kansas City Chief and the Eagles. Thank God the Phillies did not win because I not because I hate the Philly. They would have burned down Philadelphia. I'm gonna show you some videos. They're fucking nuts. The Eagles fans. So the game was good. It was a bit controversy at the end. They said they called Holden at the last 1.5 minute that deprived the Eagles from getting the ball back again, and they lost the game with a what do you call it, with a field goal, right? Is that what is it called? A field goal kick. And it was okay. I mean, it was a nice game. It was exciting. You had these two young, vibrant quarterbacks. They're very good. You had Mahomes, who was a prodigy, and you have Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, this is his year. I hope he's going to be like that next year. I mean, he's like a freak of nature. He just broke out, and the Philadelphia never looked back. Everybody was counting him out. Oh, it's just a coincidence. It's just happening. Better happen. Now, as you know, the controversy is not the game. The controversy is what are the right wing or the idiots on right wing media, such as the Daily Wire and others. They have to find some content for the next day to talk about it. So when the halftime came with Rihanna, there was no naked, there was no nudity. A matter of fact, they were wearing too much clothes for a show in the desert. So they probably got disappointed. They're like, God damn it, we got nothing to talk about tomorrow and tell the world how it's a decadent society and these liberals are fucking up everything. Because the conservatives, they don't have nothing to show. They have no culture. Nothing. What's their culture? What? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? You saw the Grammys. It's pop culture is liberal culture. It's entertainment, black, white coming together to make a product that everybody could enjoy without the harmful ideas and thinking about race or racism or gender or that stuff. Anyway, so they have to find something. So what they have to look, they have to look. So let's go to Michael Knowles. He's going to tell us what he found that was so wrong and dangerous about the Super Bowl yesterday. It was a dangerous Super Bowl yesterday. So let's go to Michael Knowles. Michael Knowles. Michael Knowles, he is. He's from the. I got to make sure I got the voice here. He's from the. He's from what do you call that stupid show? The Daily Wire. All right, let's see his take on yesterday's football game, and why it was so dangerous. It could cause a civil war. It could break down the whole country. Let's see what this piece of shit has to say.
They can infer and intuit that something is wrong about this world. They recognize that there is such a thing as original sin. They just don't want to call it that. So they've got to call it something else. They recognize that something is wrong with themselves.
Okay,
but they blame it on an alleged conflict.
Hold on. He was still on the LGBT community. You know, they work hard. They got to work hard, man. You have to find somebody. Let's move a little minute here. Okay.
There's no getting out of that. It's just more and more self-hatred compounding on itself.
All right.
You saw this in the Super Bowl yesterday.
Is he?
I barely saw any of the Super Bowl yesterday. Yep. I went to my friend's Super Bowl party, which was very fun. I watched about 5 seconds of the game. I decided on the drive over there, I said, which team do I support? I don't know. The Eagles. I'm from the North.
Now, look how he's going to support the team. I want to give you the idea of the mental state of these pieces of shit. These people are fucking dangerous, man. They are idiots. Look how he picked the team. Now, I like Mahomes. I like the Chief. But I wanted the Eagles to win because, Jalen Hurts never been to a Super Bowl. And they worked hard. They had a better team, I think, than the Chiefs. They were as a team, not as a quarterback. But let's say how he picked the team he liked. Go ahead, Michael.
Northeast, so maybe the Eagles, except that Philly's pretty rough right now.
Yeah,
Wawa left Philly. It's a pretty crime-ridden hellscape. So I don't know if I would support the Phillies. And then
could not pick the Phillies because there's a lot of crime in Philadelphia. So he cannot pick a football team to root for because of the city. Those black people are wild, they're crazy. He can't do that. Let's say where he goes. He's going to land somewhere. He's going to find something. Watch.
And I thought the Chiefs, I was talking to sweet little Elise about this. Okay. The Chiefs, at least that name is slightly more politically incorrect, right? Are you allowed?
What he's trying to say is, it sounds more like American Indians, Native Indians. Remember, they had the issue with the Redskins, all that stuff. So he's going to pick the Chief because of the name, because it goes against political correctness, I guess, in his mind. Go ahead, Michael.
Allowed to call something the Chiefs these days. So that kind of made me like them. I heard one of the guys on the Chiefs is a strong Christian conservative guy. I don't even know if that's true or not, but I said, okay, I guess I'll support.
So Christianity, and it goes against the political correctness because they're called the Chief. So they might be disrespectful to the Native Indians. Maybe it's not, but in his mind. So I'm going to pick this team. And there's a Christian guy in there, a strong Christian guy. Go ahead.
Support the Chiefs. So we tune in. One of the first things one sees, the Black National Anthem. We can cut it off there. My favorite.
He had enough. So I watched the football yesterday, the Super Bowl. I saw this. I didn't care about it. I like the music, the song. It's a beautiful song. I didn't think about it. It's going to replace the national anthem. We're going to have two countries. All those black people want their own. It was a beautiful performance. I enjoyed it. I was there to watch the football game. Nothing more, nothing else. Go ahead, Michael. Let's see Michael's take on things. This is their mind. This is what you're dealing with. These are the people you're dealing with. Yeah, scary, scary people, man.
Part of this entire charade is as this woman is singing this ridiculous song that nobody had heard of until 5 minutes ago.
Okay. Facts. Okay, this song was written in the 1900s. It became officially in 1919. Okay, it's almost 100 years old. So it's not 5 minutes ago. They've been singing it during the civil rights movement and things of that nature. And we're going to listen to it fully because we just want to listen to what Michael Knowles has to say. So he's playing down. He's like saying, well, nobody have heard of this shitty song. Why are they even playing it? Good.
It cuts to the black guys who are standing there, and they just look miserable.
The black guys in the background didn't even want to be there because that song was so ugly. Who wants to sing a black song? The black people hated a black song. This is his fucking, that's his fucking, what do you call it? I don't know. I'm forgetting these words, man. That medication getting things.
Oh, man, this doesn't mean anything to me.
Fake, and he opened that mouth. That mouth is big, man. You need to shrink that shit.
This is a completely contrived tradition. No, why do I have to? But because I'm a black guy, I gotta. And then it cuts to the white guy next to him. He's like, what is this? Why do I have to?
He was reading their mind. Michael Knowles has a telegraph mind. You know that thing that Mike Musk is trying to create? He knew what was going on in the mind of the black guys behind the lady and the white guys right next to there. They don't want to be there. They just forced them to come into the stadium and listen to some song nobody ever heard of. It's more than 100 years old. As a matter of fact, it became official in 1919. As black people used to sing, because at that time, black people did not feel they were part of the country. Well, the Jim Crow, the discrimination, all that stuff. While the national anthem, most Americans don't even know the words. I don't even know the words. Came into being in 1931. It was written in 1812 during the Spanish-American War. It's a battle. It's a nice song. It's a patriotic song. I mean, I have no issue. I love it, and I love to hear it when they sing it. And we're gonna listen to the guy who sang it, and he did it beautifully, and it was very emotional. The whole idea is we could have both. It doesn't matter. We could have both. There's nothing wrong. We could celebrate America 2 times. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be this or that. Or it's not a religion. The national anthem is not part of the Bible. It is not the 67 book in the Bible, or the 74 in the Catholic, or the 82 book in the Orthodox. You know, they got different Bibles, different books. I got
Was this over yet?
Okay.
Can we get on to the real national anthem? But now the libs are saying there are 2 national anthems.
No, nobody's saying that.
One for black people, one for white people.
Oh.
Which one do the Hispanic?
You're saying that. Nobody's saying that. I don't hear no black people saying that. The black people, as a matter of fact, the best people to sing the national anthem are the black people. They do it justice all the time. Go look at Whitney Houston, rest in peace, how she did it. There is no issue. It's only one America, Michael. There is no issue. The problem is the people who ran over the Capitol and ransacked the Capitol building and tried to overthrow the government. That's the dangerous people, not a song in a football game. You see, you have it all mixed up, Michael. I don't know what happened, Michael. I'm gonna get that when we finish. I'm gonna go sluggish on these people.
Hispanics and the Asians and the other people. I don't know which one they get to sing. Maybe they'll get their own.
I'm not.
But if there were 2 national anthems,
no, there wasn't.
That means that there are 2 nations.
No, there wasn't.
2 competing nations. Are they going to be geographically distinct nations? Is what the libs saying here is that black people need one part of the country and white?
I didn't hear black people say that. Did you? I haven't heard. Did anybody here say that liberals or black people say that we want 2 different countries? I don't see black people having any militias and trading the woods, sovereign nations, whatever you want to call them, the third pretenders or the proud boys. I don't see that. It was a song in a football game played by black people, and it doesn't really matter. We enjoyed it. I love that song, man. I'm gonna let you listen to it. It's so beautiful.
White people need another part of the country?
Yeah.
Or is it going to be 2 nations fighting over the same geographical land? Is it the libs calling for a race war?
Because of the song, Lift Every Voice, we're going to have 2 countries. We might have a civil war, or we might partition the country, and it's going to become very dangerous. You know who the leader of these people are? You know, Charles Manson. You know, Charles Manson, he was this cult leader in the 60s who killed that lady Tate and those people and wrote Helter Skelter because he was trying to start a race war. These are the lineage from that guy. These are his followers. He started this crazy shit about race wars. He's going to start by killing people. Okay, go ahead. How did I get off topic? Go ahead, Michael.
Those are the only options. If you have 2 national anthems,
all right,
for 2 distinct groups of people,
no, there isn't,
within the same geographic territory, then you're either calling for partition, like you saw with India and Pakistan, or you're calling for a race war from one group to conquer the other in the
There is no race war. I don't know why the Italians, he's Italian, and the Irish have become the gatekeepers to America. They used to call them WAPs. Italians were considered not even white 100 years ago. His great-grandmother was considered low stock of European low stock. They hanged them in New Orleans. They used to hang them. They used to pick cotton because they thought of them as black. All of a sudden, 100 years ago or later, Michael Knowles, what's that game? Bennett, Steve Bennett, another Irish guy. All of a sudden, they're the gatekeepers, the donkeys They used to call Irish people donkeys 100 years ago. They treated them like garbage. A matter of fact, during the Spanish American, the Mexican, I think with the Mexican American War, there was a whole brigade of Irish that fought with the Mexicans because they were treated so bad by American citizens at that time because they considered them as low class people, even they were North Europeans because of their Catholic religion and that they worship the Pope. It was, I don't know what is a brigade. Look it up. I'm not making this shit up. They felt so bad. They were treated so bad that they joined the Mexican army against the United States. I don't know who died that made these people the fucking gatekeepers of the United States. Michael, look at me. And look, Michael has olive skin. If Michael took a DNA test, that'd be 15% more, like from North Africa. He doesn't know his history as an Italian. The Arabs and the Moors stood in Italy for 700 years. You know, they intermixed with the beautiful Italian women there. So this is the whole idea is, I know I went off topic. The whole idea is that why have they become the gatekeepers of racism and this hatred? Why? The Italians and the Irish, man. I live in New York, and I come in contact with a lot of Italians. They are beautiful people. They're very nice, especially the older ones. The Irish are very generous, hospitable people, and they're very kind. You know, because I lived in New York all my life. All my life. I never left New York. You know, maybe I went on vacation, but I have never met douchebags like Michael Knowles and Steve Bannon. Go ahead. Yesterday's singing of Lift Every Voice was so dangerous, it might partition the United States of America, according to Michael Knowles.
Geographical terror. That's the only thing that can mean. And so you see this singer, whoever she is, singing this made-up song.
Whoever she is.
And you see all these other people of all different races behind her looking very uncomfortable.
No, there wasn't.
And slightly bored and just largely confused.
Song,
that's the right expression.
No.
You should be uncomfortable with this.
No, not really.
This idea does not end well.
Dangerous.
Now, if you have questions about the Black National Anthem or any other question, you can send it in the voicemail bag. That's right. We've got the voicemail bag coming up on.
Go fuck yourself, you piece of shit. You're fucking garbage. You know, the issue I have with this piece of shit is he works for Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro, you know, is an Orthodox Jew who was always complaining about anti-Semitism, that he will let an asshole like that, anti-Blackism in his fucking show. He gives a platform to races. Even Candace Owens is a piece of shit. She works for them. She's another racist. Matt Walsh hates everything. So for I don't know what to do. For Ben Shapiro to give a platform to a piece of garbage like this is shameful, and he has no right to complain about anti-Semitism if it's okay with it for him, for people. Let's go listen. Let's listen to these national anthems. Let's say how bad they are and how dangerous they are. Okay, we're gonna start with "Lift Every Voice." Okay, not because the national anthem, the guy who ever sang it yesterday, it was so beautiful. It was unbelievable. Honestly, it was unbelievably beautiful, man. Let me see. All right. Are we on Twitter? Yeah. All right, let's go to the bookmark. I bookmarked it. It was beautiful. Let's go first. Okay. I hope the NFL don't get silly and because the NFL are fucking greedy. One time I played about a field goal. We're gonna go to these videos, but let's listen to this video first. Lift every and we're gonna go to the history of these two anthems. They're not even the anthems. Okay, let's go first. See, nobody was bored. It has no harm. Nobody had their hands on their heart like it's a national anthem. Nobody even thought about it as a national anthem. It's a feel-good song. It has a lot of soul into it. And it's talk about gods and heavens. He should like it. Michael is a good Christian, right? He should like that song. Now, let's listen to the national anthem yesterday. It was beautiful, too. It was a beautiful rendition of the national anthem. Let's go to the national anthem. It was beautiful. The guy, I don't know, I think he's from Kentucky. You know, I mean, he did it justice. I mean, it was very emotional. One guy was crying. I think the coach of the Eagle, he was crying. I don't think he was crying. He was crying because he was very emotional. You know, he made it to the Super Bowl. All right, so let's go here. All right. Okay, let's go down. Dun, 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 dun. Hold on. I'm not going to show you these Philadelphia nuts. They're crazy and fun. They write it even. Okay, here you go. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. This is a rendition. I don't know what's his name. Let me see. His name, I think, is Peterson. What's his name? Oh, Chris Stapleton. I don't know. All right. That's the national anthem. What they sang before is a song. It's to dedicate to Black people who struggled. And if you know the history of these what do you call them, these two different distinct, one is the national anthem of the United States. There was a lot of emotion. People had their hands in their heart. People were swinging back and forth. You had the Air Force go overhead. You had people on the warship listening. That was the official national anthem of the United States, and we love it. I mean, we don't know the words a lot. I mean, I don't know the words. And the whole idea is that there's nothing wrong in the beginning of a 3-hour football game that they could sing the African American, the Black song or national anthem, if you want to call it, or anthem, because this song for the Blacks was written in the 1900s and came into being in 1990. Blacks were second-class citizens at that time. So they used to use it as a feel good, you know what I'm saying? Like those old songs, they call them slave songs. I don't know what they call them in anything. But the whole idea is they was that was the national anthem. So Michael Knowles could take it. I'm not going to get nasty. So you heard what I said. So let's start with the lift. What is it called? Lift every voice and sing. That's a beautiful word, man. It has nothing to do. The lift every voice and sing is often referred to as the Black national anthem. It was written in the 1900s, like I told you before, by James, I think James Weldon Johnson and his brother, I don't know, two prominent African American activists and musicians. The song was originally written as a poem for a celebration of Abraham Lincoln's birthday. You see the history of it? The song was dedicated to Abraham Lincoln's birthday, who freed the slave, and it was later set to music. It quickly became a popular song among African American and was widely used during the civil rights movement. You understand? Okay. Okay. Like I told you, the national anthem was written in 1812. I think it was during the Spanish, the Star Spangled original lyrics compared to the Star Spangled Banner and was written in 1812. I forgot the name of the person who wrote it, and was written as a dedication to our victory against in the 1812 Spanish-American War. It's a song. It's an anthem. It has rockets. It has bombs. It has everything. It's everything you want in a patriot song that gives you the idea that America is strong. Okay, so let me see if I can find the words for them. Let me see if I can find the words. Excuse me. Don't you hate that? Don't. Okay. Okay. Let's go over the lyrics of the Black, so-called Black national anthem. I want you to tell me if there is something wrong with it or if it's dangerous. Okay. Lift every voice and sing. Tell earth and the heavens ring. It sounds more, spiritual. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith. It's a religious song that the dark past has taught us. Slavery. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. That means they were hopeful. Facing the rising sun of our new day began. Let us march. Oh, till victory is won. Until again, their civil rights. Now let's go to our Star Spangled. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars, this is the American flag, through the perilous fight, the war, over the rampant we watch was so gallantly streaming, and the rockets, red glare, the bombs were bursting in the air. It's a war. It's a war song. Gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. We became victorious. I would say that they say spangled banner, yet we over the land of the free and the home of the free. That's it. It's not a big deal. There's no issue here. It's just making people people are looking for things that are not there. You understand what I'm saying? People are looking for things. I'm sorry about the beep in the background. I don't know what's going on my computer. But anyway, people look for things that are not there. We have to find, there are people who make a living like this. We have to find something. There got to be something there. Those blacks, those LGBTQ, those Arabs, or those Mexicans, or those immigrants, or those Italians. There's something wrong over here. We have to find something. We have to find something wrong. They always have to find something that is not there. Anyway, let's go to some video. Last night I was hoping that we're still on the Super Bowl. I was scared the Eagle might win because Philadelphia, they're crazy. They don't know how to celebrate, man. Let's go see some of their fucking crazy videos, these nut jobs. This guy broke his TV. God damn it. I know today he's regretting it. Like, what the hell did I? Let me just show you some videos what they did yesterday. And they lost. Imagine if they won, they would probably burn. The city would not have survived. I'm telling you, Philadelphia, they're nuts, man, when they do their celebration. And let's see. Okay, share screen. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. La, la, la. Thank you very much. God bless you. These are servicemen. Thank you for serving. Let me get rid of this video. Okay, let me go down and look for the other videos. Okay. All right. Okay, let me first. This is in Philadelphia yesterday. Look at this. Oh my God! I know you can get at. I mean, remember when Michael Knowles said he doesn't want to root for Philadelphia because it's high crime? Those were all white people. Those were all white people. There was no black. If these were black people, Michael Knowles would have put it in his show. Oh, Ben Shapiro, all the fucking right-wing racists. Yeah, more about white boys, friends. Yeah, they're crazy, man. Why did you just celebrate? Why do you gotta go crazy, man? Why did you just celebrate, man? It was, you made it to the, maybe better luck next time or next year. Hold on. I was gonna have a big show, man. I'm getting tired already, you know what I'm saying? Let me see this guy who broke his TV, man. This guy's nuts. Okay, hey, you guys see this from the beginning. This guy is nuts. Remember at the end of the game, the Chief won by a field goal. You see, he's kicking the field goal. No. This is crazy, motherfucker.
You don't fucking understand. Fuck your bet, man. Hey, you pay me, man. Fuck out my face, man. Oh, man.
All I know, I hope it's his TV. That's all I can say. I hope it's his TV. What do you think, huh? Fuck it. I don't think there was need for all that crazy shit that he was doing. So he's a fucking idiot, man. All right. Before we go, 34 minutes. Okay, we have time. All right. So lately, you have found out a lot of shit has been going on, right? Yeah, they've been. All of a sudden, our military started shooting shit off the sky.
I just wanted to make sure.
4 objects in the last 5 days. Sounds strange, doesn't it? Yeah, it's weird, man. I don't know. All of a sudden, first, let me start this segment by letting you see this. Okay. I hope they sound, man, because I hate when they do that. They sound. They should be sound. All right. This is the White House spokeswoman.
Sure we address this from the White House. I know there have been questions and concerns about this, but there is no indication of aliens or extraterrestrial activity with these recent
Fucking funny,
takedowns.
man.
Again, there is no indication of aliens or terrestrial activity with these recent takedowns. Wanted to make sure that the American people knew that, all of you knew that, and
We
it was
know that.
important for us to say that from here because we've been hearing a lot about it. I'm not.
Would you tell us?
I'm just, I loved E.T. the movie, but I'm just going to leave it there.
Officials at the Pentagon, when asked explicitly if they were ruling out any kind of extraterrestrial presence, said they weren't ruling anything out. And yet at the beginning of today's briefing, albeit with her usual winning smile, Ms. Jean-Pierre seemed to rule out any extraterrestrial activity.
I don't think the American people need to worry about aliens with respect to these craft. Period. I don't think there's any more that needs to be said there.
I mean, that's the stupidest shit I ever heard. Really, there's people who think there's aliens, and you have all these intellectual people inside this fucking place who are all journalists, graduate out of the. Really? You really think there's aliens there? Probably some fucking spy planes or spy satellites, or they've been spying for a long time. The United States was embarrassed when they found that big ass balloon. It's like a fucking football stadium, like 3 buses big. And they had to do something because people got mad. I got mad because as an American citizen, we don't want our country to be violated by some piece of shit country. You know, I have no issue against China, but when China wants to spy, they play a dangerous game. So I think this is a knee-jerk reaction by our government. So they're shooting everything out of the sky. I think these things been there before. They know they've been there. It just, let's say, okay, since we got away with the before, they don't want to shoot them because they don't want to start a crisis with the countries that own these things. Because we probably have the same thing over their country. We, the United States, probably have more stuff on top of China than they have on top of ours. So we took ours away. Then we just started shooting things off the sky. This is the first object they shot. It's not UFOs. There's no such thing as UFO. It's not alien. It's nothing of that nature. It's just, I bet you, in America, we're so crazy. I'm willing to bet you there's like about 10,000 people will go to Area 51 and start, put a welcoming committee and sing songs and dance for the aliens to come and take over our country. They're crazy, man. Let me see. There's a video here. Okay. Oh, I had a big show, but I'm too tired to do it. I'm too tired. I was going to talk about the Japanese shit and about Israel, about this professor. This professor said that that Japan should kill all its elderly people. Because Japan is having an issue with the Japanese are having an issue with birth decline, and Japan is an ethno state. What I mean by ethno state is they don't like immigrants, so they have a big problem. They don't want people to immigrate and increase their population. At the same time, 30% of their populations are over 65 years old. That's dangerous low. So you're gonna have, imagine in 10 years, it's gonna be like 50%. It's no good. So the professor here, let me just show you this, just to give you an idea. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in. This is the last one I'm gonna do because I'm feeling tired. My head, I'm not a very, very healthy guy. There you go. There he is. He's Japanese, by the way, so don't get that wrong. Don't get it twisted. Here you go. A Yale professor suggested mass suicide for old people in Japan. What did he mean? That's what he meant. He wants people who are over 65 or 75 to have a mass suicide because they say they're still taking over jobs. It's not that. They don't want to spend money on them. His pronouncement could hardly sound more dramatic. The interviews and public appearance, I don't know, I can't pronounce his name, an assistant professor of economics at Yale has taken on the question of how to deal with the burden of Japan's rapidly aging society. The Japanese are getting old, man. They're not having no babies. They're not having sex, no nothing, man. There's 4 million virgins. I'm serious. Who are over 40 years old. They never had any, pussy. They need to get some poo-poo. Online news program okay. I feel like the only solution is pretty clear, he said during one online news program in late 2021. In the end, isn't it mass suicide and mass sabuka of the elderly Sabuka. This is a thing they used to have with the samurai used to kill themselves if they betrayed their master. It's an act of ritual disembarkment that was a code of dishonor samurai in the 19th century. Last year, when asked by a school-age boy to elaborate on the mass Sabuka or mass suicide theories, Dr. Norita graphically described to a group of assembled students, fucking kids, a scene from, I don't know, Midsummer. The New York Times, they never just write a fucking story you want to read and get the fuck out. Look at this, man. It's almost a book. Look, who's going to stay and read all that shit? Anyway, the guy is saying that the Japanese should kill the elderly. That's all he's saying. He's a piece of shit. The whole idea is, hey, listen, we can't support these people no more. You're not having any babies. Let me just show you this before I go. I'm going to show you why the Japanese are not having no babies, man. Really? You think I'm crazy? You're going to see it. I'm telling you. All right, there you go. Let me look for it, okay? Give me a second. Okay. Where you go? That was the... okay. This is a Japanese guy. He married a hologram. Look.
この豊富のテンプレートを
knows.
やれよっていう風な世間の圧力があると思うんですけども、でも必ずしもそれに屈しれば幸せになれるわけではない。
Yeah, they want you to have babies, man. You guys are not having babies. Your country's gonna become extinct. The hologram is not gonna help you. You need some real soft woman in your life.
自分の幸福っていうのをきちんと追い求めてくださいねっていう風に
Can't believe
伝えた
it.
いですね。
Look how happy he is. Look at that. All right, there you have it. That was CNN, and this guy was married to a hologram. He's in love, and there's a niche community that does that. Anyway, there you have it. This is our show today. I didn't spend a lot of time on the Japanese stuff. I just don't have the energy to do it, man. My whole body's killing me right now. My legs are killing me. Anyway, Michael Knoll, you're a piece of shit. Ben Shapiro, you're a piece of shit. You're all a piece of shit. Anyway, until we meet next time, this is who? Yeah! La la la. Next time we meet, share and support the channel, man. Let's grow together.